Welcome, race fans, tonight for the Blacktop 200 at Auto Club. Man, you get everything ready to go, and then all of a sudden your shit doesn't work. But it works now. We are high above in the meandyourmom.com Blimcam, keeping it real when keeping it real goes wrong. Hopefully y'all are having a great Monday night. 4 races left before the playoffs begin. Playoffs talk and all that good stuff. It is getting realer by the moment. Neurospike Industry says, what is up? What is up, my guy? Hopefully you're doing well. Trying to stay afloat here tonight with some of the issues that I've been experiencing. But again, points, schedule, playoff picture coming up next. Rob Rossello losing his goddamn mind right now. Thank you so much, dude. Big shout out to Rob. Father-to-be found out he was having a boy. If I had more time, I was going to get that video queued up. You topping that golf ball that sprayed blue, but congratulations to Rob Rossello. Again, appreciate that. Hype train, let's go, he says. He just gave out 10 subs. You are ridiculous, man. I appreciate that a lot. A lot. Give you 60 seconds and we'll get into it with the pre-show. Again, thank you so much. That was fucking cool. Rob, appreciate all the love. Again, giving out 10 subs here tonight. That is fucking insane. Oh, damn it. I'm just discombobulated. You take a week off, I swear to you, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Let's bring in the booth here for the pre-race show again. Blacktop 200 sponsored by Wild Ops. Again, thank you for the sponsorship. We appreciate that. This is to Rob Rossello right now. Doing a free HB drink time courtesy of that, his baby boy on the way. Woo. I gotta chase that. I'm a bitch tonight. All right, but let's hop into it, shall we? All right, boys and girls, wrecking balls and degenerate pit crew enthusiasts, welcome to the rawest, rowdiest, rubber scorching demolition derby disguised as a race. This is the Blacktop 200 at Auto Club Speedway, part of the Gears Cup Series, and I am your local broadcast menace, the southern fried voice of horsepower, the outlaw with the headset, Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horseboat, and I am jacked the hell up to be in the booth tonight. Now, let me just say this. We are officially at race 17 of 25, and that playoff line, oh, baby, it's closer than your aunt and the bartender at your cousin's second wedding. Only 4 races stand between these drivers and the Daytona Bloodbath that begins the playoffs on August 11th, where dreams go to either come true or get absolutely forklifted into oblivion. If you're not in playoff shape by now, buddy, you're just basically out there doing burnouts in a Dollar General parking lot. But tonight's event is brought to you by the adrenaline-chugging madmen over at Wild Ops. If it's fast, dangerous, or slightly illegal in most states, they're into it. They didn't just sponsor this race. They gave it a 6-pack, a bad idea, and a dare. And, of course, we're live on the finest streaming garage fire this side of the internet, twitch.tv/horseboat, the only place where you can get professional-grade commentary, unsolicited relationship advice, and possibly banned in 3 countries, depending on how this race plays out. Now we are rolling into Auto Club Speedway, a wide-open, tire-chewing, draft-sucking slab of asphalt where the grooves are high, the risks are higher, and every driver is one brain cell away from becoming a traffic cone. This place is fast, it's sketchy, it's basically a group of therapy speed session for speed junkies who didn't get enough attention as kids. And let me tell you, these drivers, they're hornier for playoff points than a teenager with Wi-Fi and no parental supervision. They're gonna shove it in 3 wide, door to door, no blinkers, no apologies. By the time this race ends, half this field's gonna look like they tried to parallel park using echolocation. Now, I've got some Jim Beam Red Stag in my veins here tonight and zero plans to play this broadcast safe. We're going full send here tonight into the Blacktop 200. Oh my God, we got a lot of shit going on. Young Mixed Mutt, follow me this minute. Gotta open up this hype chest. Oh shit, we got I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm gonna share it. All right, man, we got points coming up right now. I still got too big. Never mind. Colby Hogan in the lead right now. And he's got about 121 points over Gary Owen. Then you have Aiden Donahue, Min Hang, Brad Gutierrez, Mike DeWalt, Joseph Stafford, Jesse Becker, Connor Rowe, and Skylar Comstock rounding out your top 10. Now, right now, your wild card guys are locked in there in blue, and that's Eric Sable and Blake Schneider. Just on the outside looking in, as you can see, Travis Stroney, Jay Cook, Ryan Robertson, and Jacob Malone, the closest to trying to lock in. Again, you can do that here tonight. At least put yourself in wild card contention. Again, appreciate all the love here and the latest follow, but there is your playoff thing, and we'll come back to this later here tonight as they get ready to go into qualifying. We're going to take a look at the schedule. Again, 7-14-25 in that bottom of that second column you're looking at. 7-21 next week will be the Scarecrow 200 at Iowa. That's going to be awesome. And then the 28th, you're going to have Talladega. And I'm excited for that. I think I'm sponsoring that one as too. August 4th is going to be Homestead. And then the playoffs begin August 11th at Daytona with Watkins Glen, Chicagoland, Richmond. And then Gears presents the finale on September 8th. Again, ladies and gentlemen, there's your presser for next week's Scarecrow 200. But we are heading into qualifying right now. And let's see what we got high above in the MeanYourMom.com blimp cam. Again, happy to have you if you are hanging out here tonight. Oh, Rob Rosello redeemed an HP drink time. Bro, I just drank one for you. I do not want to be slurring before we even get to the green flag. So I'm going to pocket that one, but I'll do it right before we get to the green flag. Well, let's get out on the track and see what the hell is going on with some of these drivers. All right, let's go with Jonathan Militia. Jonathan Militia already working on his first lap, I believe. Yes, he's going right now. Again, Jonathan Militia down in Mooresville, North Carolina. Riding that high line, which I presume we will see a lot of here tonight. Drivers, I have been told, we'll pop that out once we got times posted, but I've been told that the bottom lane is not preferred here tonight, at least so far. I don't know if that'll change here on the broadcast. It may or may not. But I am told right now that the bottom lane gives you trouble into turns. It wants to kick out. I have another 8K in horsepower points. Prep your liver. Hey, man, give it week to week, bro. I want to live to see year 6. First time for Jonathan Militia. I don't know if that counted. I don't think it did. He's going to have to go lap 2. Jacob Malone right now, your current leader. God, I hate the tower. I love it and hate it. Jonathan Militia out of 4. Can he put down a time? Looks like he will. 41-44, good enough for 8th place currently. Christian Taylor just finished. Let's go with Mr. Part-Timer, 54 of Trey Holmes. Big fan of this guy. I like him a lot. Love the attitude, love the moxie. And Interstate Batteries, I think, is a fitting car for him. And I like Trey Holmes. I wish he was here more. I hope he comes back more as the season goes on. Maybe playing the spoiler. I would love that. Again, that's Trey Holmes in the 54 Interstate Battery Toyota Camry. And for you, Rob, I'm going to take this drink time here now. So give me 1 second. Oh my God, I'm going to be in the bag before I even get out on the track, dude. Yes, for you, baby boy. Congratulations. Again, those guys, congrats if you haven't already. Being a parent isn't easy work. First lap for Trey's a 41-43, good enough for 14th. Gonna go around here a second time. And the asshole's going to slow down. Cool. So, Rob Russell, that's cool. Austin Thomas, 35. A lot of different paid schemes since we've had the week off. I think giving people a little bit more time. B Gaming says Ryan Robertson sucks. Ryan Robertson sucks. That's some slander right there, my guy. Again, Blacktop 200. Oh, my God. That did not work out well. They are going into the warm-up. Thank God. I thought it was my internet connection. I was like, holy shit, what just happened? We'll hang out in the booth up top. Starting next week, I'm going to bring some streaming back in a different variety. The Horse Boat and Friends Golf Tour kicks off at TPC Sawgrass for 2-player scramble next week. I think I will do my round. Hopefully, I'll work with my scramble partner Tuesday. But I'll let you know next Monday when it's going to be. But there's your logo of the Horse Boat and Friends Golf Tour. If you've got VR, you've got Golf Plus, you want to be a part of it? hit me with a DM here on Twitch or right here in the Discord. Mike DeWalt says 33 cars tonight. That is great. Thank you for sharing. But we are getting closer to the playoffs, guys, and I got to tell you, it is tremendous honor being here year over year, watching some of these drivers really grow. But you have to wonder tonight, if tempers or patience has run thin for some of these guys. Factor Mike says, thanks for all you do, Tom. Hey, thank you, Mike. I love being here, and I hope I'm here for the foreseeable future. Can Min hang your pole sitter here tonight? I don't know if I mentioned that. Fuel mileage here is going to be about 32 to 35 laps. So I'm getting settled back in for a good stretch of Gears Cup Series racing. Again, next week's going to be at Iowa. That's going to be fantastic. But tonight, what we're looking at is 100 laps. Again, we don't do any stage breaks or anything like that. No fast repairs. So if somebody makes a mistake early and costs somebody else their race, well, it is what it is. You have 5 tire sets. The one set where you came in and then 4 over the wall. And then our max fuel capacity, as always, is 70%. Again, looking like 32 to 35 laps, depending how long you can stretch it. That's what she said. To see what we can do. Hopefully we get long green flag runs. Auto Club Speedway. Again, now a parking lot, but alive here for the Gears Cup Series and iRacing. We are here up next for the Blacktop 200. Grid walk coming up next here. Again, if you've been here a while, you understand how awesome Gears can be. We go our ups and downs. It's hills and valleys. It's a roller coaster ride, as any season is, no matter what sport you play or participate in. But now is the time to lock it in. If you are a driver on the outside looking in, you really want a good finish tonight. If you're in, you're locked in, no worries, man. Go for gold, try to get that win. But if you're right in the middle, man, I would definitely try to play it safe. Again, 0 incident points are bonus points for you. And staying out of trouble just looks good. Keeps your car real nice and clean. Grid walk coming up next here for the Blacktop 200. I am fucking ecstatic. And I hope you are too. Min hang, Jacob Malone on the pole here tonight. Let's go through the grid walk. Min hang in number 11, Ford Mustang, your pole sitter on the outside. Who is going to be the 45? Superman of Jacob Malone. In row 2, you're going to have the inside of 57 of Joe Stafford. And the outside of him, newcomer to Gears, welcome, Mr. Kyle Benson. Row 3, you have 5 of Connor Rowan, the 28 of Skylar Comstock, 38 of Jeremy Eshelman, and the 95 Kachow of Jay Cook, the 6 of Blake Schneider, and the 87 of Gary Owen. In row 6, you have the 14 of Travis Stroney and the 97 of Jesse Becker. In row 7, you have the 26 of Fortinson Poston and the 77 Big Daddy Robert Rossello Jr. In row 8, you have the 54 of Trey Holmes and the 69 of Jonathan Militia. In row 9, you have the 41 of Chris Milwaukee Bishop and the 7 of Joseph Enright. In row 10, you have the 9 of Steven Junior and the 96 of Christian Taylor, Chris Norris of the 56 and the 51 of Floyd Stewart. Row 11. Row 12, you have the HB Media of the Deuce, Ryan Robertson, and the 1 of Uncle Leroy, Austin Dowdy. Row 13 is the 111 of Tim Lancaster. Welcome to Gears. And the 35 of Austin Thomas, Brad Gutierrez, and Brandon Meyer. Row 14. Row 15, Colby Hogan and Ethan Wisnowski. Kyle Munson and Christian Rodrigo row whatever it is, and last place looks like the 084 of Mike Poole. Again, I don't know how stoked you are, but we have 100 laps. I love that we don't have stages here. That's probably one of the coolest things that Elite could offer, because stages, I don't know if you see it in real life, but it kind of it kills it for me, man. Like, I don't care if you're going for the stage. Go for the fucking win. You've got a fast car. If you don't got a fast car, it is what it is. Finish as best as you can. But let's get ready for some Gears Cup Series action. The Blacktop 200 sponsored again by Wild Ops. Appreciate all the love and support that Wild Ops brings. I think they've got one more race on the schedule this season. But as my Democratic governor says, he's jazzed as hell to have them as a sponsor. Again, I'm not political. I'm just saying what it is. I live in Wisconsin. Mid-hang. Jacob Malone on the front row getting ready for the Blacktop 200, sponsored by Wild Ops. Here we go. Green, green, green. Mid-hang in the MH Designs machine getting split left and to the right. The 87 to the 57 of Joseph Stafford. To that deep inside, we have heard that it can kill if you are not careful. And the 6 finds out firsthand. And the 14 as well. Oh, 6 is around eating shit. 14 not much better off. He's kind of stuck. No caution right now, lap 1. Holy shit. Side-by-side racing with Jacob Malone, mid-hang, Blake Schneider, Travis Stroney taking the back seat. Jacob Malone leads lap 1. 3 wide again, almost 4 wide. A lot of different lane choices being had again early on. That inside lane, if you are not careful, you will certainly pay for it. And the 14 and the 6 did just that. Take a look back here while we've got a second. 6 getting their act together again. They are riding like the Lone Rangers in the night. Let's ride on board. Last guy in the lead pack here, Kyle Munson. See people getting loose. Track temp is high. Cars are breaking loose a lot earlier than he normally would. Biggest loser right now is the 54 of Trey Holmes. Gotta make sure these cars stay on the track for the duration. No fast repairs. Next up, Racing 87, Gary Owen riding around there, currently in 7th. Again, got a long one to go. You don't want to ruin it. Lap 1, 2, or 3. The gears showing up here right now. Like I said at the top of the show, 4 races left. Oh, 95, Jay Cook. Almost needed a little rusties in the pits if he wasn't careful. I'm sad that we lost the Cars car, so I'm going to make jokes because somebody's still the 95. Just trying to bridge the gap of what's happening and what I'm going to do later on here in the season. Again, following now with Jonathan Militia. One of the biggest movers so far. Got to look at that 35 of Austin Thomas as well. Auto Club is a fun track, man. You know, oh shit! Jeremy Eschman finding out firsthand on if you press that gas pedal a little too soon, what'll happen? What is that car? I gotta look at it a little closer. Can we get a little closer look, please? That's amazing. Whatever, looks like there's a shark on it. Acting like a whale shark now, dropping back. here is a cloud of cars. 3 wide, again, 3 different lane choices, 3 different lifestyles. Like and follow for more. Let's ride along with 71 of Brandon Meyer. A guy who said, hey, I got to have hip surgery. I'm going to be out a month. And guess what? He doesn't sit out a month. Over New Hampshire, man, whatever. I can't talk, it's okay. If anybody suspects I'm having a stroke, please feel free to reach out. I could have gone to another joke, but I'm gonna hold off. Kyle Benson, new to gears, not new to leading the pack. He's very skilled, and off he goes, taking the lead away from Jacob Malone. That all red, unsponsored 55 machine. He might be really good at driving the car, but painting the car looks like a big red machine. Eight of 100 in the bag. Kyle Benson, Joe Stafford, Jacob Malone, Gary Owen, and Min Hang, your top 5 currently, as you see, running nose to tail. Then you have Skylar Comstock, Jesse Becker, Connor Rowe, Jonathan Militia, Rob Rossello Jr., your top 10. Take a look at Brad Gutierrez in that Carvana 84, already crinkled in the front, not surprised, and we have a caution. Looks like Austin Dowdy is on the struggle bus, and he has yet to remind us again of what that is like. Let's see what happened here. 5-hour energy. Just having trouble getting going in. Oh shit, he just lost it again. Again, those cars are extremely loose. Snappy loose. What the fuck is he doing? Looks like there's another incident. Let's crawl back to that. Yeah, it just looks like he just lost it. Let's back it up a little bit more. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And he's like, there goes my car. You know, I'm proud of him that he locked it up there, didn't come back up into the track. But then when he got going again, he's just flat spotting the shit out of the car. You could tell he's obviously frustrated. And then trying to get it going again, it did not work out for him. Yeah, look at that. Holy shit. He just could not get it together. That was your caution. No damage done from what I can see. Kyle Benson, your leader. Anybody has an HP drink time, feel free to use it. Waiting for your very command. Again, tonight's race is sponsored by Wild Ops. Again, give them a look on the internet. Give them a Google. Tell you everything you need to know. Appreciate all the support that Wild Ops gives us. Again, I think they're on the schedule one more time here this year. But we do appreciate the partnership and the sponsorship and all that comes with it. And give them a shout. And we're early into tonight's festivities, 11 laps in, just a little spin out. Nothing I would write home about. Not sure what's happening with the tree here tonight. That is not good. Not sure what happened to all the numbers. We'll have to look into that after the race. You take 1 week off and everything changes. Again, next week, we will be at Iowa for the Scarecrow 200. Same bat time, same bat channel. Give you the latest updates for what's going on here in Gears. How that playoff picture is looking. Again, while we have another chance to look at it, let's do it, shall we? Colby Hogan, Gary Owen, Aiden Donahue, Min Hang, Brad Gutierrez, your top 5. Mike DeWalt, Joe Stafford, Jesse Becker, Connor Rowe, Skylar Comstock, your top 10. And then the 2 wild cards right now currently is Eric Sable and the 6 of Blake Schneider. And Kyle Benson, Joe Stafford, row 1. Jacob Malone, Gary Owen, row 2. Connor Rowe, Min Hang, row 3. Rob Rosello Jr., Jonathan Militia, row 4. With Austin Thomas and Joseph Enright rounding out your top 10 and in row 5. Again, very much still anybody's race. Auto Club, a track. I'm not going to say anybody can win because it is very difficult. But if you're in the top 15, you got a puncher's chance. But if Kyle Benson can stay out front, the top 5 right there, top 6 inevitably, that's going to be a hard group to knock off. Pace car now is off. Kyle Benson leading us down now in the MediumBomb.com restart zone, and we are back to green flag racing for the Blacktop 200. A lot of different lanes of choice. It depends where you are at in your tire set or where you're at in your tire set. I don't know how to speak. I don't know. Right now, looks like some of these drivers can put it where they want to, and that's where what you want to see it inevitably. And how that pans out. Thomas and Rob Rosello making a little contact, getting initiated. Oh, not very much room there. See Rob losing some ground there. Colby Hogan all over that ass end. He has lost about 3 positions coming out of 4 there. Got to keep that car clean to make it to the end. You see the 28 natural light of Skylar Comstock. And he's not. Ooh, you see a little slip there. Yeah, these cars are touching. Oh, smacking the wall. Looks like Becker up above on that outside. No, that was Christian Taylor. Gotta give that 2 cars some TV time. Ryan Roberts and HB Media. Golf Plus car. Contributor to the program. He makes those playoff graphics that I know y'all love. Part of that umbrella, which is HB Media. Can't wait to bring that golf series to you. Again, you're not going to see everyone. But who I'm grouped up with, I'm probably going to stream every round that I do. And I believe Ryan is my partner for week 1, so that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Be a good time now to get into our first Loose and Loud of the night, sponsored by Wild Ops. Again, we appreciate the partnership again for the Blacktop 200 in Loose and Loud, sponsored by the Wild Ops.
Caution. Man, tell me what you got.
Bring it back here now. That was a short-lived Loose and Loud. But you know what? We're going to break it down anyway. All right, so 54 Trey Holmes. You want to pay attention to that green Interstate Batteries in the 7 of Joseph Enright. Let's get a blimp cam view here and see exactly how that went down. We're going to go slow-mo. See what we can get here. Looks like, to me, a racing incident. Oh, shit. Cheese Man, 47 for the follow. Thank you for that. But yeah, just two cars looking at the same track position. Let's see that in real time just to see how we're looking at it here. Again, yeah, they cuddled, got a little too close. Looks like both of them able to keep it together. He got backwards, but looks like no damage done for either of them. Jacob Malone, your leader out of that caution, that upper deck 45 Superman machine. And as they will come down pit lane for, I would believe, the first round of pit stops. Can you see Stroney, who got caught up earlier in an incident? They stayed green, but there's an opportunity for some drivers to come in and get some damage fixed. Oh, Austin Thomas! Nose first into the wall. It really doesn't. I can't make this shit up, guys. Stroney out in front now, your new leader. He may come around next time. But let's see who comes out of pit lane first. Kyle Munson trying to beat the traffic. Will he get there? No bueno. Jacob Malone. Oh, close between Min Hang and Kyle Benson. But everybody else frantically getting off pit lane to get back after it. Again, as always, all season long, right here Monday night for the Gears Cup Series. Twitch.tv/horseboat is the place to go. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with homeless people. I don't care. Let's get them in here. Let's show them what the Gears Racing League is all about. Gears Cup Series Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, only here on Twitch.tv. Again, next week's going to be Iowa Speedway for the Scarecrow 200. Iowa's always one of those interesting tracks to me. And I hope it lives up to the hype. It looks like Jesse Becker, Travis Stroney, and Christian Ruck-Regal going to stay out. So, want to keep an eye on these guys. Old tires, less gas. Everybody else fueled up, and I do believe have a fresh set of 4. Again, big shout out to Cheeseman47, Young Mixmutt, and the 10 subs Rob Rossello has provided this evening. Makes life worth living here on Twitch. And I appreciate that. So Stroney getting, I believe, a bonus point for leading a lap, which I know is important to him in his run to try to get a playoff spot. One of those guys right on the edge of that wild card zone. Bring down the music, turn up the car sounds. The car sounds. Again, Travis Stroney, Jesse Becker, Christian Ruck-Regal, Jacob Malone, Kyle Benson, Minhang, Kyle Munson, Jay Cook, Jonathan Militia, and Chris Bishop. Leading us off as we resume the Blacktop 200, sponsored by Wild Ops, right here in the meandyourmom.com restart zone. Glad that pace car, you can't touch it, because here we go. Green, green, green for the Gears Cup Series. Some of these drivers, especially the 14 of Travis Stroney, time is of the essence. He understands the urgency, which is he's got to lock himself in. There's a lot of good drivers in that field. And to be the best, you got to beat the best. Travis trying to make a point here now, but Jacob Malone, again, another guy on the outside looking in. Young prospect, trying to make his mark in the Gears Cup Series. I don't know if it's symbolism or not when that 45 Superman upper deck Toyota Camry. But they are battling it out here. We are 25 laps in, 1/4. Glad to see drivers are more and more comfortable with taking that bottom line. Seems to work for some. You see Christian Ruck-Regal in that 33 car, making the most of it now. Moving up into third, you see Jay Cook falling back, catching his car in that Dr. Pepper Chevrolet Camaro. Able to hold on. Good for him. Jacob Malone now on the offensive. Travis Stroney doing all he can to hold him off. Will it be enough? Early on. You see the racing in the back. Got a madhouse of cars right here. Let's take a look from the point of view of Skylar Comstock, which is in the middle of this practice. The Farecus and Caracas. It definitely does, Mike. It definitely does. Bug Boo's in the chat. 96, 97, 41. Go Christian Taylor. Your wife is watching and supporting.
Caution's out.
And we've got another caution.
Well, you sure you got your
Fortson Poston. I don't know what happened here. We're going to find out together. Let's play it back in real time. Oh, Floyd Stewart. Oh, my. Oh, my. We're going to have to find out what happened. And these cars are so wicked touchy. Take a look at that 51 NOS machine. And he just loses it and collects the 26. Lancaster contributes just a smidge. But it looks like everybody's going to be all right. Let's replay it one more time. Again, this track is very twitchy. Again, trusting that gas pedal a little too much right there. But again, it happens. Caution number 3 right there. Everybody coming down pit road from about 11th on back, maybe to get some extra gas. That's what I would count. Let's take a look. I guess some of these guys who didn't pit or get tires. I mean, with 5 tire sets, you should be able to do something. But Jacob Malone going to resume the lead. Somebody getting a wave around. And thank you, Josh. Jay Cole says, tuning into the best streamer out there. I wouldn't consider myself the best, but good for you, baby. Good for me. Again, Gears Cup Series live all season long. It's hard to believe we have less than 10 races to go to the conclusion of our season. Makes me excited what 2026 will look like. And of course, before the season ends, we'll have a little indication of a couple possible directions of how or where this series may go. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the opportunities we have presented to us. Again, if you want to get a part of the Gears Cup Series, the Gears Racing League, you want to sponsor it, let me know. I'll hook you up. We can get you in contact with who you need to know. Jacob Malone, Kyle Benson, row 1, Min Hank, Travis Stroney, row 2, Joe Stafford, Connor Rowe, row 3, Jonathan Militia, Chris Bishop, row 4 with Colby Hogan and Kyle Munson, row 5. Again, can't say enough about Wild Ops and their sponsorship here tonight. Again, give them a look. Look them up. They're worth a Google. You'll be happy you did. Next week, as I've probably alluded to a couple times already, Iowa Speedway. Scarecrow 200. Again, right here. Pace car now set to go off.
Green flag.
And we are green, back at it for the Blacktop 200 right here at Auto Club. Stafford, Stroney, and Benson taking multiple routes. There is your points leader, that Modelo number 10 of Colby. Hell yeah, brother Hogan. Getting already a lock to make the play. Oh, see a couple guys smacking the wall, and we have another caution. And I cannot believe it, but it looks like it is the deuce of Ryan Robertson, HB Media Machine. See what we got here. Oh, and it looks like the 56. That Wild Op sponsor machine, and then he gets taken for a ride. Holy shit. I think that 2-car, that is not even a worry in the world. It's more what happened between the 56 and the fucking 7 who cleared him out. Take a look at this. Oh, and he just, no remorse. Oh, and Floyd Stewart getting involved. No remorse. Good Lord. I think if we could all agree in the chat, Ryan Robertson got the least of the, he did not get the worst of it. I think if anyone, it was the 51. So let's see this. So it looks like start to veer down just a little bit, gets collected up into the wall, and then Floyd Stewart with the finishing touch on the 56 of Chris Norris. All you can do in that situation is shake your head. Again, we should not be having accidents like that when we're in the back of the pack. What the hell do I know? I'm just a broadcaster. Rookie and newbie Kyle Benson leading the way here right now. Looks like Jacob Malone might have hit the pits. When we go back, green flag racing, we'll get another rendition of Loose and Loud. Get that going here for you. All right, looks like we have one lap to go. Kyle Benson, Travis Stroney, row 1, Min Hang, Connor Rowe, row 2, Chris Bishop, Jonathan Militia, row 3, Austin Thomas, Kyle Munson, row 4, with Blake Schneider and Jeremy Eshelman rounding out your top 10. Looking back through the field. And see, hopefully you can see your favorite driver, Mike DeWalt, if you're worried on where he may be. He is up in race control here tonight. Biggest mover of the night so far is going to be that 18 machine of Kyle Munson, that natural ice. Toyota Camry having a good run here so far. Trying to end it with a top 10. That 18 machine may be a dark horse here as we get closer to the playoffs. All right. Pace car. Gonna need some gas after this one. Pulls down pit lane. Kyle Benson, Travis Stoney,
flag.
green for the Blacktop 200. Let's keep it going. Long green flag run, here we come. Ones to watch tonight, Jacob Malone, Min Hang. Gosh, a couple different guys here tonight. Kyle Benson, the rookie, the newbie, been up here for most of the evening. Austin Thomas has battled back, getting his ass kicked in his pit box. And now up into 6th place, one of the biggest movers of the evening. Blake Schneider, after some early trouble, finds himself inside the top 10 and now in 9th. Blake Schneider, too, one of those drivers in that Dexcom 6 Ford Mustang that has persevered throughout the season so far. Let's not forget the 84 Carvana of Brad Gutierrez. How can you forget? One of the biggest personalities in gear. Kind of in a slump here lately. See if he can pull it out. Get a solid top 10 would certainly brighten his day. Kyle Benson a good ways away from that 11 of Min Hang. Min Hang, your pole sitter here for tonight. Min Hang has 1 win on the year. Abe Donahue not in the field tonight, has 4 wins. And then Colby Hogan with 3. Couple first-time winners here in gears this year. Which has been really cool. Oh, Austin Thomas. Gotta find a way around this track before he wastes all his tire sets. Still a long race to go. We're approaching 60 laps to go, and it feels like we've already been through 100 laps. At least in my mind. See that 87 next level racing of Gary Owen. Doing a good job keeping his car relevant. Currently in 8th, trying to battle, going 3 wide with Skylar Comstock and Jonathan Militia.
Caution. Any feeling about the car at all?
It looks like we have another accident. Jesse Becker crashed, and it looks like Fortson Poston did as well. Let's take a look at the 97 first. Oh, and it looks like the 9 car of Steven Jr. getting a little loose coming out of 4. Let's back that up and go blimp cam. Let's look ahead here just a smidge. Yes, Sam, that is actually good perspective. I like that. Yes. Yeah, it looks like 2, 9, 33. 33 checked up. 2 got a little loose. The 9 snapped loose at the end, taking the 77, 33 with him. 97, 26 making contact. And wow, looks like a lot more happened there on the back end. Let's back it up one more time. Yeah, amazing save by the Deuce. Let's look at that 33 machine. If I can find its number on my screen. go with Christian right now. And it looks like everybody gets out okay. Good grief. Everybody else seems to be okay coming out of that. That was wild. Rob Rosella Jr., we're going to bring in the new dad. Get in the booth. Give me a second here, Rob. Rob, you got a copy?
What's up, bud?
We're going to bring you in the booth. Too much damage out of the race?
Yeah. I got Steven got a little loose and then shot up into my front left, so it's done. I couldn't even turn it. So I got to the pits, the sign wasn't down, and that's about it.
That is a bummer. Well, we'll have you in the booth for a little bit. Again, new father here. How are you feeling about the latest development over the weekend?
Oh, relieved. Definitely relieved, but I was hoping for a boy, so I'm very excited, man. We both are. The wife was surprised. She was thinking girl, so it was an awesome time, and we're both really excited. So,
well, I mean, congratulations.
Christmas time.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a nice present for you. Santa wrapped it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You guys.
No, I was going to say, I got to ask, do you got to take one of those first-time parenting classes, or are you going to skip that part?
I'm going to skip that part.
You should go, man. I mean,
yeah.
If I give you perspective before we go back green, I had to sit through one of those with my wife, and it was actually very informational if you were mature enough to handle the information. Now, I say that because I had some dudes in my I don't know if you call it class or gathering, that just could not, like, get it together. Like, bro, we're about to have our first kid. You're seeing some pictures that are ultimately pretty fucking shocking.
Yeah,
to say the least. And to not be able to keep your shit together, I would, if I was a woman in your life, I would be pretty concerned. So, again, recommended.
Sure.
It's gonna be pretty brutal, but yeah, I also get it if you don't. So again, it gives you preparation for all scenarios.
We got time. Absolutely. We got time. I'm sure I'll be forced into it if anything. So.
Mike 75th said Rob should reproduce. Sand448 says, didn't Kobe Bryant himself say that being a girl dad is the most beautiful thing? It definitely is. But, you know, having boys is also it's special, but it's different. J. Cole says that baby crane been busy this season.
I'm not going to argue with Mike, but because Mike knows me personally, so that's
sure.
Good joke there. But yeah, the baby train. Travis Stroney, I found out, is expecting his second girl.
Yeah,
him and his wife. So the baby train's going in gears for sure.
Yeah, we got to have the next generation, and we're building upon it every month apparently. Yeah, Kyle Benson, Minhang, row 1, getting ready to go back to green flag action. We'll get back to you in just a moment, Rob. Bring this music
man.
down.
I'm here. If you want me to ride along with you, I'm watching, so it's up to you.
Oh, yeah. We'll keep you along. Gets lonely here in the booth. 55 in the 11 in the restart zone, and we're going to get back at it right now here. Green for the Blacktop 200. Almost to the halfway point.
We're getting there. It seems like a lot of these guys have been trying to save some tires, a lot of different lines.
A lot of different strategies. Oh, and, you know, even though most guys, they've experienced the same amount of caution. Maybe we'll see Speedy J80. Thank you for the follow, bringing us up to 636 for Team Horsepower. Appreciate that. Right on board here with the 69 of Jonathan Militia again. Early on in practice, warming up the inside line was not the preferred line. Just as you can see, with the 69 almost snapping loose. If you can control it, it's a beautiful thing, but if not, best bet is to stick them high.
You know, we're watching Colby Hogan started in the back today, but he's been slowly inching his way up. He's been all over bottom line, top line. He's really finding a comfortable spot right now. So him and Brad Gutierrez have been moving up quite a bit.
Yeah, big shout out to Brad Gutierrez in third, going for second. Right on board in the 84 Carvana machine. Again, quick car here tonight. 22 spots from where he began. Putting it together here tonight. Again, dropping some spots, not all that surprising. Again, there's some drivers who just are badass at Auto Club. Jay Cook now taking over the Kachow car. Going Dr. Pepper with it. Can't hate on that.
Melissa into the wall. Oh, Stroney around.
Travis Stroney on the pony
wreck.
and around, and we got a parking lot. Give us just one moment. We'll get back at it here. Yeah, let's see. Oh, man, there's a lot of events happening, and I can't even get to it fast enough without my timeline doing wacky things. Here we go. All right, let's hit the play button. See it in full time. Blimp cam. Oh, and a chain reaction. Ryan Robertson, Jonathan Militia, Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney. Lancaster shooting the fucking gap. Let's back it up.
Robertson had nowhere to go there.
Big names in this one. Oh, little net code. I don't know if you see that, Rob, but if you notice the 1497 and the 69, you see like a wave come through between the 14 and 97 and then reverberate into the 69.
Yeah, he definitely had about a car between him. Definitely a little bit of net code there for sure.
And when I say a little, I say a lot. Look at that. Twitch. Boom. And then putting the 69, making the dues check up. Again, Ryan just seemingly having the worst luck. And then a chain reaction. Sending the 14 into the wall. Smacked it.
Ryan would have saved it if he didn't tap him that second time there.
Yeah, teammates of Rowe and Robertson in the wall. And then let's look at Lancaster in that 1-1-1. He's like, fuck it, I'm sending it. Through he goes.
Oh, man.
Days of Thunder style. Kyle Benson still out in front and your leader at this given moment. Again, next week, always be prepared for the Scarecrow 200 here at Iowa.
Yeah, a lot of conversation on the radio about netcode. Even Race Control's acknowledging it there.
You can't hate on that. Like, you know, it was netcode. It looked like it was a reverberation between the 69 and I believe the 14, or the 97, excuse me, and then the 14 and the 2 just getting caught up in it.
Yeah, to your point, a lot of big names and clean drivers there. You don't expect that to happen. So.
And when they watch it back, I think they'll have a little bit more of an understanding.
Oh, absolutely.
At least you hope.
Well, there's always the hope, but I think that level heads will come to this one. It was definitely kind of obvious, but pretty obvious.
Yeah. Again, if you're in the car, you can't really see all of that. So in the moment, you're just like, what the hell just happened? In the point of frustration and shock.
Yeah, and Robertson probably didn't see Militia come down until he was in front of him.
It was too late. It was way too late.
Him.
Yeah. When we go back green here, we're going to do another Loose and Loud courtesy of Wild Ops. Again, thank you, Chris Norris and company, for doing that. Sponsorship, it feels great. Again, as always.
Robertson is okay, so he's at the tail end, but he's okay after that wreck.
He better be okay. That's my car out there.
I see that.
So Kyle Benson, Min Hang, Joe Stafford, Gary Owen, Skylar Comstock, Jacob Malone, Jay Cook, Brett Gutierrez, Chris Bishop, and Jeremy Eshelman rounding out your top 10 as we get ready to get back to green flag action right here on twitch.tv/horseboat. Rob, again, appreciate it. You're kind of one of my sole supporters right now. You have taken the lead in the subs. I kind of wish like you would hold on to that so we can get you a VR headset so you can play Horseboat and Friends Golf Tour. Got to get you into that
awesome.
one day. We're starting that
But
up here soon. It's going to be a doozy.
Supporting.
Green flag, green flag.
Always
Green,
supporting.
green, green. No, appreciate the support. Again, Rob Rossello, a new face to Gears. Well, not so much anymore. But an avid fan and supporter. Doing some other work in another league. We won't mention that here right now, but as we get closer to the end of the season, I've got a big announcement of where I'm going to be after the Cup Series ends here for Gears. Just to keep my stuff sharp and to work with a new league. I cannot wait to share that information. It's already official. It's already been signed. All I need to do is share it. Again, Kyle Benson, your leader, Joe Stafford, Gary Owen, Min Hang, Jacob Malone in your top 5, and we got action!
Caution,
Oh.
caution.
Oh, did he avoid the pit entry wall there?
Eshelman, Holmes, and somebody else, and we're going to back that ass up because we saw it live.
Looked like Tim.
All right, let's back that ass up and see what we can see here for the Gears Cup Series instant replay.
We'll get to that loose and loud eventually.
All right, let's see. It slowed down in that blimp cam. Again, meandyourmom.com. Use promo code DVDA for 50% off your first purchase. Let's see what we got here. And it looks like Jeremy. What are we looking at? What the fuck is this?
Wrong group. I think that was ahead of them.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it looks like Strony crashed. Let's see what happened here.
I
Oh,
believe
Militia.
it was the 54 and...
Gosh, dang it. Here we go. Here we go. I think we got it now. I don't know anymore.
That was the last wreck.
I know. I saw it. I saw it. Don't come for me. It's not Fox. I swear to God. And it looks like, yeah, there's already... Yeah, there's that. And then here we go. We're going to get caught up here. I swear to God we are. Looks like Esh. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I finally fucking found it. It took me 10 years, but I finally was able to put it together. Colby Hogan. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's an orgy of pain. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see again. I knew it was something like this, but I just couldn't see it. All right, so as they go into 3 and 4, Colby Hogan, 38. Looks like they connect a little bit. Oh, Trey Holmes, Austin Thomas. Oh, and then let's see. Oh, Trey Holmes, not so lucky. Not so lucky with that interior wall, Rob. And we're going to ride on board. He clipped the shit out of it.
We got to see the onboard.
Mr. Part-Timer. I love him. I love him to death. Let's see what happened here. Again, big checkup from the 38. Chain reaction. 35, able to keep it off, but then, oh, Trey. Poor Trey. Just could not keep it in bounds. Can apologize for that late assessment.
Man, at least it wasn't head on.
Right, dude. Like some of
could've
those
been a
dudes
lot
at
worse.
Monza. Reminiscent of 2024 Andrew Allen at Monza. If you know, you know. Mike 75th says, I remember my first day.
Yeah, it looks like Trey is out after that
Trey
one.
is
The
out.
car didn't
Damn.
look too bad, but
Damn,
I guess he's
girl.
out.
Anybody who's out wants to be in the broadcast booth, join the broadcast waiting room if you're watching right now. Get you in there, say hello. Christian 96 making moves. At least that's what his wife says. I don't know if I believe her. Just kidding. He is up in the 10th. She was in the booth for a race. That was pretty funny, man. I think she was a little nervous. I would be too. Dealing with somebody like me, I'm an asshole.
You're energetic, man. That's what it gets the people going.
Yeah, Ira Tati. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you for bringing us up to 637 and for the follow. Joe Stafford, Gary Owen, row 1. Brett Gutierrez, Min Hang, row 2. Chris Bishop, Jake Cook, Skylar Comstock, Blake Snyder, Colby Hogan, and Austin Thomas rounding out your top 10. Pace car getting a workout here tonight. And we're going to jump immediately into a sponsor loose and loud from Wild Ops right here, right now for the Gears Cup Series and the restart for the Blacktop 200.
Green flag.
right, bringing you back in from that loose and loud. Again, sponsored by Wild Ops. Appreciate that as always for the support. Again, sponsoring the Blacktop 200 here on the club. If you're not familiar with Auto Club, bringing Rob Rosello Jr. back in now here too. If you're not familiar with Auto Club, it's now basically a parking lot. Somebody bought it and tore a bunch of it down. But it still lives on here in iRacing, and again, a track which goes in my mind. I don't know if I'm not saying it compares Chicagoland, but one of those tracks which I wish would come back on the schedule. Chicagoland definitely, for me, being one of them. I love that track. Losing that was kind of losing a piece of NASCAR history when it finally went away.
Auto Club is one of the best racing in the next gen, I thought, too. The next gen ran really well here. Good races. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. They took it off the schedule and tore it down. Supposedly making a short track out of the pit road area, but too many short tracks nowadays.
What, with electric cars? The California sucks?
Probably. It'll be Priuses, you know.
No disrespect to people who live in California, but those laws are tough.
I mentioned earlier Colby Hogan up to 6 now and still cruising.
Factor Mike says this has a green flag to it. Yeah, I would definitely say yes to that.
Pit cycles are starting over the radio right now, so we should see a couple come in.
All right. Yeah, it looks like Minhang coming to pit road right now. It's going to be Joe Stafford and Gary Owen out in the front with Jake Malone, Kyle Benson, and Colby Hogan rounding out your top 5. Gary Owen, a winner a few weeks ago. Switched out that target machine for next level racing. Not a sprint. This is not stage racing. We don't do that. Gotta have a car for the end. Some races it is a battle of attrition. Tonight we've experienced a little bit of that, but everybody seems to have straightened themselves out. And on they go here into the evening.
A lot of people moving up high too on the lines. Not so many on the bottom anymore.
I think you've seen enough of that with fishing. Like you just can't. You know, after a while, you just can't put it there.
Austin Thomas really making use of the bottom. That's one of the few cars that I see on the low side the whole way around.
Gary Owen now taking the lead from Joe Stafford. Closing in on 30 laps to go. Again, if you pit here near this window, I think you're good. You should.
Yeah, it's about 34 laps.
Yeah, so he is.
It'll be interesting to see if these guys really push it on the last stint, riding the wall on the high side.
Like you said before, people are kind of abandoning that low line. That mid to high line seems to do the trick. Oh, a little loose there for Blake Snyder riding on board with the next on 6. You see up ahead of him, Joe Stafford. Gary Owen going at it right now.
Malone and Hogan behind trailing, but those two, I have a feeling by the end of the race are going to catch up to these two in the front. Stafford into the pits.
Yes, he is. Skyler Comstock to follow.
See if the top three follow suit here, or if they drag it out a little bit longer.
Kachow out of 2. Colby Hogan, Jacob Malone, and Kyle Benson battling it out right now. This is second, third, and fourth right here.
The 87 and 45 are pitting this time, so they did follow suit right behind Stafford. The 10 coming in, Colby Hogan as well.
Benson presumes the lead now. Resumes, whatever you want to call it. Oh, we got a special guest in the booth, Brad Gutierrez. Brad, I know you lagged out.
Hold on. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what happened to you, but you're live here on the channel. Actually, they probably just a fuel-only pit stop disregard. Yeah, you're right, Mike. We're going to disregard. Just kidding. Kyle Munson, one of those, yet to pit here late, but it looks like he's pitted like 5 times. So we'll see how that goes. Kyle Benson, Blake Snyder, Kyle Munson, Chris Bishop, Christian Rodrigo, Jeremy Eshelman, Christian Taylor, Tim Lancaster, Jesse Becker, and Austin Thomas. Running out your top 10 here. And Brad Gutierrez and Rob Rosello in the booth. Brad selling his PC and his quote-unquote racing setup.
3, take it or leave it, man.
G920 does not count as a racing setup.
Yes, it does, bro. What are you talking about?
It does not.
It's definitely.
Yes, it does. It's won multiple gears races. Yes, it does.
In the hands of Brad Gutierrez, in the hands of Joe Blow, probably not.
1.5. Take it.
We're done with you. Blake Snyder in the lead. Just kidding. Joe Stafford fighting it off. Colby Hogan fighting, trying to go a lap, or not a lap down.
These guys are tightening up back in the 5th, 6th, 7th position.
It is hot and heavy. A lot of green.
Tom, I'm gonna try and get on my PC in a second, man.
Yeah, you get on your PC, girlfriend. You let us know when you're back. Brad getting a little stage fright. Sounds like Saturday night for him.
Our winner from last week's up in first now.
Blake Snyder. Blake Snyder is a stapler. Looks like he is pitting with Chris Bishop as well. Kyle Munson presuming the lead. Natural Ice, number 18 machine. If he's drinking that stuff, he's going to be shit-faced. I'll be honest, Rob, in back in my days, in my early 20s, that was my drink of choice because that would get you drunk fast. Natural Ice.
I'll tell you, my early 20s was Steel Reserve. Talk about
Dude,
nail polish remover.
Bro,
That's what that tasted like.
That was my thing. It was either that or that, and I would, yeah, it would happen quite frequently.
Steel Reserve was the perfect pre-game drink.
Absolutely, you slam one of those,
Get a nice buzz.
you are feeling golden like a shower. Christian Taylor now in third. Christians in the top 3. I don't mean music.
Yeah, no Creed in here.
I was gonna sing, but I pulled back.
You saved the viewers.
With arms wide open, you know. Christian Rockriegel out in front, 31 positions from where he began in 32nd. Now your leader.
Yeah, and he was up front earlier in the race too. He's been doing well.
I'm told I'm a songbird of my generation, but my generation is nearly 40. I think I've passed my prime. J. Cole says, Night Boys,
prime.
like always, loving the streams. You've had a couple beers. Appreciate that and the support.
Good night, Mr. Cole.
Josh
Sweet
Cole, a Horse Boat and Friends tour member, going to be making his debut at TBC Sawgrass next week.
Tough course.
It is a tough course. That's week 1 for us, Rob.
It's a good way to start the season off, I'm not going to lie.
Dude, I played last night. It was a frustrating experience. Nonetheless. Especially when you have a guy like Jonathan Militia in your group. This guy,
You know, I always said I get frustrated on public courses. I can't even imagine going out to one of those and trying.
You've got, you know, I cannot wait for the day that you get VR, because it probably will happen since you're going to have a child soon. You're not going to get out to the course as often as you'd like. And it's going to be an intriguing option. You get one of those attachments that clip into your controller, and you're swinging a golf club, bro. And it doesn't feel like the weight of a golf club, but you're still got the feel of having a golf club in your hand, which is something I can draw to and enjoy. Yeah, but that is a tough series. Travis Stroney out in fourth right now. Another Horse Boat and Friends Tour member. Wink, wink.
I don't know if the top 3 have pitted yet.
I
don't believe they have.
21 laps to go. You're looking at on board of the 97 Toyota of Jesse Becker. Closing in with 20 to go. By my math, he may need to come in one more time. But if he doesn't, his tires might be getting smoked. Yeah, you see him hit the wall there.
See, that bottom line's forming again for some of these guys that are back in 12. Got Colby Hogan and Jacob Malone still on the high side, and then Kyle Benson and Joe Stafford taken to the bottom. So see if these guys can give each other a push to get up to Gary Owen. He's still got a decent amount of gap.
Gary Owen, if you're unfamiliar with his game, look him up on YouTube. He is not the comedian, but the race car driver. Very Canadian, very cool.
Great guy.
Where we may see here up at the podium here tonight. And 19 laps to go. Anybody's ball game yet.
He's such a great face and personality to have in the Gears League.
Yeah, for real.
Just an overall great guy.
Oh, Stafford and Hogan making contact, and then Colby says, you know what, I'm shutting that damn door. Get off my lawn.
Stafford diving to the bottom. He's really trying to make that bottom line work. He seems to be keeping up. There he is. Staying right on his quarter panel.
You got to hand it to Stafford. Low-key a guy that I didn't suspect to be a contender, but he's been up here most of the season. Much love to Joe in the 57.
He really is making that bottom. Oh, they get together again. Oh, he gets in the quarter.
Shit.
Looks like this is going to get nasty, and Hogan's around.
We are
They
going
both
to
around.
have to deal with that on the back end, but you saw it live. Holy shit, Trebek. That got wild in a fucking hurry.
That's going to be an interesting one.
That will be something that the admin team will have to visit. That's going to be hilarious. Backing it up now. We're just seeing the beginning of it, but you saw it live. Let's back it up again. Going to the blimp cam again. These guys were battling about the lap of 4. Yeah, you see it here coming out of 4. Where they showed where the crash or where my extension was. Yeah, it did. It did. 57 on the bottom, 10 on the top. Points leader on the top. Potential contender on the bottom. Again, last lap they touched a little bit more an accident, and then Colby shut the door. This is the lap after this. And then now...
Yeah, it looks like Colby comes down quite a bit there, but...
I think Colby was trying to do a part 2, and Joe was having none of it. Joe was trying to get back in line. Colby was kind of saying, you need to let off. Joe's like, yeah, no. We're not having it. And both of them pay dearly for that. Again, Colby slapping the wall. Joe Stafford going around. Now, if you don't have tires, this is going to suck for you. Let's see what happened here.
A great job by Min Hang getting around that. It's unfortunate. Those two guys had a great race all race long. Good battles.
Again, Colby Hogan, Joe Stafford, and then Colby just parking it right there. That's a little scary.
Who was that? Was that Austin Thomas got into the side of Joe Stafford at the end of it? That'll definitely be going to post race.
Yeah, it definitely will. A lot of stuff happening here. Controversial.
And not much from either of those guys on the radio. Very quiet, so...
I'm sure that everybody's calm until post-race, but you know, tonight has been a very decent showing here for the Gears Cup Series. Having a little bit of an incident, but again, the track temperature, I'm sure, is hot. The inside lane is not as good as once thought in previous years. Track changes. Shit happens. Having to deal with it is what gets you into this playoff picture. Tonight, right now, Christian Ruck-Regal, Skylar Comstock on the front row, Jeremy Eschman, Jesse Becker, Jacob Malone, and Kyle Benson with Gary Owen, Min Hang with the top 10, Steven Jr. and Jay Cook.
We may be seeing an extension here of the caution. These guys are still trying to catch up, but we'll see. Damage-wise, Joe Stafford looks okay, but Colby Hogan has some really bad toe knocked out of the front, right?
Comstock, Ruck-Regal going to lead us down as we get ready to
going.
go back
One to
green.
go.
Oh, they're going to go and extend it one more time. Looks like we had a lot of late partakers of that late caution here. Again, we are in the end stages of the Blacktop 200 here at Auto Club. Next week at Iowa Speedway is going to be the Scarecrow 200 right here. Same bat time, same bat channel right here on twitch.tv/horseboat.
I will not be here next week. I have a nice vacation coming up this week, so...
Oh, shit.
Or next
what are you
week.
doing? What are you doing? Are you leaving? Are you leaving town? You don't
Yeah,
have to
we're
tell us where
going
you're
to
going.
Lake
but-
George, New York, so that'll be a
Oh,
nice
shit.
trip.
Enjoy. Enjoy sounds pleasant and wonderful. And enjoy because you're never going to get that piece again.
That's true. Take it while we can.
Exactly, man. Really, and it's a blessing. I'm only giving you a hard time because that's all the shit me and my wife heard when we were having Art First. It's pretty cool, and, you know, I'm excited. Living through that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm very excited.
And not much time left to get in the wild card conversation. When we go back, green flag action is going to be 13 to go. You have Christian Rockriegel and Skylar Comstock, row 1. Jesse Becker, Jeremy Escherman, row 2. Jacob Malone, Kyle Benson, row 3. Gary Owen Minhang, row 4, with Travis Stroney and Steven Jr. rounding out your top 10.
Really going to be watching Jacob Malone and Gary Owen here on this restart. Let's see what they do.
Will definitely be an interesting evening here for the conclusion of the Blacktop 200. 2 Chevys on the front row, Natural Light and whatever the Rocket Raspberry is. We are gonna go green, green, green right here again for the Gears Cup Series. It is attack time. Jacob Malone trying to split the C. Go through the middle.
Big move for Jacob Malone. Wide.
It is trouble, though. You got a couple of drivers who haven't been up here all season long. He's trying to navigate through that. That is a challenge. 45 trying to get into playoff contention. He needs a win tonight to stand a chance.
Great racing by those guys coming out of turn 4.
Comstock in the 28, leading as long as he possibly can. Gary Owen in pursuit as well. Comstock, Escherman, Malone, Rodrigo, Benson, top 5. Gary Owen trying to split the C around his onboard.
Here comes Gary Owen behind him.
I love J. Cole. Tempers are flaring just like on the lake. Horseload and friends, yeah. I can't wait to bring in that action. Oh, 38 and 55 in the wall. Getting real very late. Running on board with the 14 T-Stro 1 of Travis Stroney. Feels like the calm before the storm, before people start really going after each other. Especially
Yeah,
up
it's
front
going to
here.
start soon. Comstock in the wall a little bit.
Yeah. Always a challenge. And on the rough, especially to have tires late. If you can have tires late here, that is a huge advantage.
Goes Malone in the lead.
Jacob Malone now out in front. Can he close the door? He cannot. Not yet.
I think he's on much newer tires than these guys.
45 upper deck machine out in front. We have 9 laps to go. Escherman making a move around Comstock. That was ballsy.
That was a big move. We still have a black flag not served from the 11, so we'll see what happens there.
Black flag for the 11. He has to serve it. Yikes. Might not hear the end of that one.
Yeah, that might be a long one. That was for a lane change on the restart.
Race control all over it. Laps to go. Jacob Malone out in front. Only a late caution would do something now. It looks like Malone's got this locked in. Lane change for the 111 was rescinded since he gave the spots back.
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't the 11. It was the 11.
Oh, okay. Tim Lancaster. Not pin hang, as was previously reported. Oh, everybody taking a turn, tasting the wall out of turn 4.
That'll benefit Malone big time. He's off.
Oh, yeah.
Been searching for a win the last couple weeks, and this might be it. Not to jinx him, but
hasn't been able to put it together in the Gears Cup Series yet. This could be it. Trying to make his mark and made his mark in the Sprocket Series Season 1. But Malone,
this will be really big for him on points.
Yeah, 3 poles on the year. Has not been able to put it all together. Tonight he can change that. Yes, Factor Mike giving you some info on the live right now. Again, a win 445 tonight would jumble up the wild card. It
That
would
leaves us
make
with
things
4
real
left, right?
interesting. Yeah. Comstock. Slowly the car's getting away from him. 5 laps to go here for the Blacktop 200.
Kyle Benson went from 11th to 2nd since 2 restarts ago.
Benson again unsponsored for this one. Hopefully we can find him an ad sponsor next week. Putting the wood down, trying to catch Malone. Gary Owen having a good run as well, starting 10th, currently up into 3rd. And shout out to the 14 of Travis Stroney, having early troubles. And then coming through here, looking like a solid top 10 for Stroney. Another big one right now, we can keep it together for the next 4 laps, would be Christian Ruck-Regal. Started 32nd, inside now the top 10 and 8th. A guy that must be feeling good about this one is Kyle Munson. From what I saw, as high as about 7th. Currently sitting 11th, starting 31st. Having a great run here tonight for the Natural Ice 18 Toyota Camry. And we have somebody smoking the wall. Looks like Blake Schneider.
Well, Schneider got a little bit of damage from, I
Back it up
believe,
for
Joe
us.
Stafford.
Go ahead, what'd you say?
Joe Stafford and I think Schneider got together a while ago, a couple laps ago, so he may have some damage.
It was actually on that lap coming out. Oh, up in the corner. They're seeing that live right now.
Oof.
Fortunately, that's going to end his night. Malone letting it all hang out here in that Superman Upper Deck 45 Toyota Camry. 2 laps to go. You know the only thing that can stop him now. Shout out to Stroney inside the top 5, currently in 4th. Reeves has fallen into his favor. A solid finish if he can pull it off here tonight.
Got to get to this white flag here.
And it looks like we will get there. White flag is out. Jacob Malone's going to take it. Last lap here for the Blacktop 200. Going through turn 1 and 2 very smoothly. Yes, another great run for Stroney and Comstock, as Factor Mike mentioned there. Both of them solid inside the top 10. Christian Ruck-Regal as well. Jesse Becker. Kyle Munson looks like he's passed Chris Bishop. But coming around turn 4, and for his first win in the Gears Cup Series, your winner is Jacob Malone.
Good for him. What a run by him.
Jacob Malone, Kyle Benson, Gary Owen, Travis Stroney, Min Hang, Jeremy Eshelman, Skylar Comstock, Christian Rock Regal, Jesse Becker, and Kyle Munson rounding out your top 10. Again, a great run here tonight for our drivers. But Jacob Malone putting one of the money where his mouth is and taking home his first Gears Cup Series win of 2025. Post-race show coming up next. Interviews and so much more. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the Gears Cup Series post-race show. Again, I am Tom Torrey in the booth here tonight, courtesy of all the subs and all the love. New dad here pretty soon. Here, Rob Rossello, thank you for joining us. Third place finisher now in the booth, Gary Owen. Gary, a wonderful finish. Looks like you guys had a great time. Gary, how do you feel about your third place finish here tonight at Auto Club?
I don't know. Happy, but a little bit disappointed at the same time. I mean, we had that green flag pit stop cycle, and we were the net leader, hoping it was going to stay green.
Yeah.
They had draft behind me. They were going to run me down. It was going to be a battle regardless, but we had a way better chance there instead of what we ended up having with the cautions, and it just came down to whoever got through all the slower cars first, which was fortunately for Jacob, him in this case. But great to see him win. I mean, he was going to be right there fighting me for the win no matter what. So happy with P3 nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, you're closing in here in the playoffs, and you're in prime position. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
As usual, my parents, my mom, dad, they're watching in the living room. My dad sent me a text. He watched me slide through my pit box earlier. He was not impressed with that. And then as well, the Go and Pit Crew chat here, checking us out. We got about 60 viewers right now supporting the stream. So, shout out to them.
Right on. Well, again, congratulations on a third place finish. And again, closing in on the playoffs, you're in prime position.
Woo!
We'll see you here next week in Iowa.
Iowa, that'll be a fun one. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys then.
Sounds wonderful. Again, that was the 87 of Gary Owen. And then let's see here. We got the 55 of Kyle Benson. Rookie in our series, but not new to iRacing at all. Second place finish, Kyle, from starting, I believe, in fourth. How are you feeling after tonight's finish?
Pretty good. Had a lot of fun tonight. I was really surprised with how he got it pretty clean and led pretty good in the start of the race, and just kind of wanted to get the momentum going and get the flow going of the race. And once I started getting into the deeper part of the race, I kind of knew that Malone and those guys are gonna be kind of ones to beat. And came up one spot short, but my first time racing here, man, I had a lot of fun, and hopefully get to have the same time as I did last time.
Yeah, I mean, you were fantastic and a threat here, I believe, going forward. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, the guys at Back Row Motorsports. They're good guys, and I was trying to help out Jeremy there, but the rear end grief is crazy in these cars. So, but I was trying to help him out. I was trying to help Joseph too, and the guys did really well. So, I want to thank you guys for running the broadcast, and hopefully get to do this next week.
Sounds great. Again, Iowa for the Scarecrow 200. Hopefully we'll see you there. Looks like it's going to be a pretty competitive bunch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well done, Kyle.
Welcome. You are welcome. And then, give me just 1 minute here. Jacob Malone getting his first win here in the Gears Cup Series 2025. That Upper Deck Superman 45 Toyota Camry ruled tonight. Jacob, how are you feeling after that grueling run here?
I'm feeling relieved. I'm feeling very relieved due to the playoff situation and the amount of times I've been so close to winning. It's good to get it off my back. But I do want to say one thing. Jimmy won here in a Superman scheme, and now I've done it in a Superman scheme. So it's pretty cool. Like that fun with that. Want to shout out my team, of course. Adrenaline Garage with my teammate Colby Hogan. Good race for me all around. Definitely a lot of yellows, but I had fun racing against Gary, Kyle, and all of them. Would have liked to see it go green without that yellow, so I could see if me and Gary could have a nice battle, but I won anyways, so I'm pretty happy. So I'm in a good mood from that race.
That's awesome. Well, again, your first win in Gears in 2025 has been a dominant one. You were up front all night long. Congratulations, and we'll see you here next week for Iowa.
Yep, have a good one, man.
You too. Again, for Rob Rosello, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, closing it down here tonight at Auto Club for the Blacktop 200. It has been a wonderful ride. Again, Jacob Malone winning really shakes up everything else for the wild card spots here towards the end. But again, we are very excited for that controversy. We love it. And it makes it just a little bit more interesting. Again, for Rob Rosello, I am Tom Torrey. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you here back next week for the Scarecrow 200 at Iowa Speedway.